Hey, what's up guys? Thank you for clicking on the video. I figured we would start with a bit of a funny slash pathetic story, and that is I've never really had my own Netflix account up until now. And the reason for that is because when I moved in this house, I went and bought this TV off Craigslist. You can see it's a nice TV. I met this guy, he worked at Best Buy, he was upgrading, he gave me an awesome deal, and this thing is a smart TV, and he never logged out of his Netflix account. So for 2 years now, I've just been using his. I mean, it was already on there. I figured it was part of the deal, right? And Ken, if for somehow, if you ever watch this, man, I appreciate it, but I don't even know this guy. So for whatever reason, recently he changed his password or something happened where I got logged out of this. So I had to break down and buy my own Netflix account. Now, I've never been a big movie guy or a TV watcher, and when I used to go home back when I was in college, I would just watch whatever my mom was watching, and you guys know how it is when you get in a relationship, you watch what they're watching, so I was like watching Kardashians and stuff, but I never really like sat down and wanted to just like watch something that I was into. I'd much rather spend my time watching YouTube or something like that, but I don't know, recently I haven't been as into YouTube. I just feel like a lot of channels, I don't know, I haven't been as interested. It's just getting a bit stagnant. Maybe that's because I'm creating my own content now, I don't know. But either way, one of the things I've enjoyed about finding a series and sticking with it, kind of getting attached to it, is that it kind of triggers some kind of emotional response, which I think is really important. I feel like a lot of times nowadays, we get caught up in our own reality and what we're doing, but we sometimes lose sight of other issues that are going on in the world. And I think TV shows nowadays, at least the ones that I've watched, do a pretty good job of reintroducing this and making us aware and just, seeing things from other people's perspectives. So my new favorite show, Parenthood, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with, talks about so many different life situations, and some of them, I haven't really experienced. It's about this big family, and it's a great family, but like any other family, they have a lot of issues, and then they go through some like breakup situations, some divorce, losing your job, major financial struggles, lying to one another, finding out that you have a kid. There's a mom on there, a kid with autism. So some serious life issues that so many people experience, and it almost makes me appreciate what's going on in my life a bit more. It's like, and some people say you should never compare your problems to other people, but I kind of disagree with that. I mean, sometimes I'll have, a hard day of work and I'll feel bad for myself. And it's like, I have it pretty dang good. So that's one of the takeaways. But then again, there's also issues on there that maybe you can relate with. Maybe you're going through that same thing. Like the mom on there with the kid that has autism. She just got diagnosed with breast cancer, and they have her going through her first treatments. And I mean, some of this got to the point where I just had to shut it off because it literally hit too close to home to me. I mean, I felt some of the things that I felt years ago going to those treatments, not myself, but with my mom. And it was just like, wow. I mean, it as weird as it sounds, it's just so relatable that it felt good in a way. And some of these shows may not be directly relatable, but oftentimes they're indirectly relevant. Let me explain. My previous favorite show, Nurse Jackie, such a great show, but the way that it ends, I'm just going to warn you guys in case you're interested in watching it, it's the worst ending I've ever seen for any series. I want to call those producers myself and tell them how much I hate them. But other than that, it's such a great show. And it was all about her addiction or her obsession with painkillers. Now, I can't relate to that. I've never been addicted to a substance like that. But in my mind, we're all obsessed with something, especially people that are into fitness. It's a very obsessive lifestyle for some people, especially because I think it attracts obsessive personalities like myself, and I'm definitely guilty of that. Ever since I can remember when I was younger, I was obsessed with sports, specifically basketball. I thought I was going to be the next coming of Michael Jordan some way, somehow. Now, obviously, I couldn't have been any more incorrect about that. I grew up and became the most average basketball player at best. But at the time, that's all that matters. I wanted to watch NBA League Pass, and when I wasn't watching the NBA, I was outside shooting hoops. And I got a little bit older, I went on to college, and I became obsessed with becoming the best student possible. I was obsessed with the thought of becoming successful, and that sounds like a good thing, right? Well, it was. I mean, there's a lot worse things to be obsessed with, obviously, but I lost sight of a lot of other different things, and my balance was just all out of whack, and I wasn't doing a very good job prioritizing other things that were also important. And I think we see people in fitness fall victim to this as well. When you start counting macros and you think you have to hit everything to the gram every single day, MyFitnessPal becomes like your holy Bible. And if it were to ever go offline, there would be some kind of like zombie apocalypse. The world would just end. Or when you start getting into the gym for the first time and you think you need to go to the gym every day, every weekend, every holiday, you can't go to any social events if it interferes with your gym schedule. You guys have probably seen that before. And I'm sure I've been there on a fitness level at some point before, especially when I was younger and I was just getting into it. But at the end of the day, my major obsession is with progression. And I know that sounds kind of corny, but I just know myself well enough to know that I become obsessed with things very easily. And I become obsessed at getting better at things. It doesn't matter what it is. I want to become the best, and that's just how I am. So I've made the admission that we're all obsessed with something, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. But what I want to tell you guys is, in my mind, the crucial aspect of all of this is being able to manage that obsession. And I honestly believe that's what will determine if your obsession is positive or detrimental. Let's take Nurse Jackie, for example, that obsession or that addiction to painkillers. Now, honestly, it led to her, I don't want to give up too much, but she lost her family, she lost her job, she lost so many things because she was so obsessed with these painkillers. Now, if you're able to manage that obsession effectively, be productive and not let it take away from all other aspects of life, still let other things take precedent in certain circumstances, I think you're going to be just fine. But it's all about being self-aware. And I think the most successful people have these obsessions, but they were just able to let it go at certain times and also be able to create things for other people around them. So that's kind of why I like some of these shows. It really creates this mental stimulus and really gets me thinking. So I don't get to watch it too often usually when I'm just cooking in the kitchen, when I'm making some videos for you guys, but it's just something to think about. But now we got to get to some food. I am going to make what I call a poverty bowl. So I'm sure you guys have heard me compare plain Greek yogurt to poison, and I stand by that. Greek yogurt, just at least the plain stuff, no. It's so bitter. I don't know how people eat it by itself. And by far the worst one.
I'm in love, I'm an addict, I know. Going back to my ways, so what did I change? Guess I was fooling myself, I'm addicted and stuck in.
Is this phage or phage? I don't know how you pronounce it, but the taste of this is just absolutely horrible. But it makes the best sludge type consistency. It's thick. So what I'm gonna do is mix this with PES Select Protein Powder. This stuff will save the day.
I don't really know why I go back to you. I don't really know why
As you can see, you get kind of like a mousse-like consistency. Every time I hear mousse, I think of Abercrombie and how cool me and my friends thought we were back in the day. But to this, all we're gonna do is add some blueberries. See, it's magic. Now, last thing we're gonna do is take 5 caramel corn rice cakes, crumble them up, put it on top of this, mix it all around, and you got yourself a poverty bowl.
that phone rings, she's down at night, so I slide through. Looking in the mirror, hate the man I see, swear to God I don't know you. Just trying to fill the gap, trying to fill. You never chill, take another down, groupie girls, they don't know you. Now I'm right back to the same place. Think they really loved me before the fame came? Nah.
So this is nothing you guys have not seen before. We got some crab cakes and a burger. The crab cakes are actually going to be for this week, just doing a little bit of meal prep. I'll have the burger tonight, but what you're probably not so used to seeing, grilled pineapple. Believe it or not, grilled fruit is fantastic. I have a video I did back in the day, full day of grilling, where I grilled pineapple, bananas, maybe a few other things, but it just tastes so much better on the grill. I don't know why I don't do this more often, but if you guys have never tried it, I would highly encourage you to do so.
No, I am an addict.
As you can see, we got a pretty decent dinner here. We got the 90-10 ground beef with some cheese, that grilled pineapple, and some turkey bacon. Got a little bit of the pineapple on the side as well. It's just, even if it didn't taste better, I think the streaks are worth it. The grill streaks, there's nothing better. And then we got some leftover turkey bacon as well. But you guys got to be careful with this stuff. If it gets too cold, it just starts to taste like rubber.
I don't really know why I go back to. I don't really know why I don't really know why I go back to. I don't really know why
So it's 8:45 in the PM, not to be confused with the DM, which apparently all the YOLOs are sliding through these days. But I haven't eaten since about 12, gotten to work this morning at 6 a.m., gotta wake up tomorrow at 4 a.m. to hit squats, and I'm hitting 400 pounds for sets of 3. Never done that before in my life. And I love everything about this. It's gonna be awesome. Please come with me, my friends. It's gonna be a good time.
On the grind like every night, do it all again in that morning. Work that 12 to 8 so I pay the bills. Getting great but got haters still. Learn to risk it all, learn to take a chance. Now it's time we go big. Told that A&R I'm good. You can't talk me down on your block. Look what happened all in a couple months. See mama said I go far. Hit that stage, you know we go hard. Hit that bass, you know we ride out. While the rest of the world got faded, I was fading out of that crowd.
A few weeks ago, someone left a comment saying that my tie knot was too big for my collar.
Way back in the day, no fans, no love, just hate.
He was probably right, but that is a perfect example of things that I just do not have time to worry about. There's so many small things you can get caught up on, and that's just not one of them that I'm willing to focus my energy on. But if any of you fashion police out there want to give me some tips, I would highly appreciate it. You know what I really want? I think it's called like bombsomething.com, where it's essentially they send you clothes every month. I'm sure it's extremely expensive, but that is what I want. I hate shopping. I don't have any fashion sense, but I would like to one day. Anyway, today's workout, I mean, it was crazy because it's been a goal of mine for a long time now to hit 403 for sets of 3, 405 for sets of 3, and that even when 405 was my max, I always made it that goal. So to go in there and be able to hit it when I'm right around 181 pounds right now on this cut, I was extremely excited. I'm not only happy that I was able to hit this goal while I'm cutting weight, while I was a little bit sleep deprived, I got a lot of other things going on, but honestly that I've been able to make this progress in the gym all while this has been the busiest time of my career. And that's what really matters, guys. If you're gonna be obsessed with something, be obsessed with something productive maybe. Like for me, I am obsessed with becoming better. So once I set my mind to it, I really went into the gym today and didn't even give myself the option to do anything less than what I had set out to do. So that's gonna be how I end the video. That I know that's kind of drug on across what, like 3 or 4 days now, but that's okay. So thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That's pretty awesome. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. That really does help me out a lot, and I look forward to talking to you guys next time.